Welcome to Bear's Touch Intuitive. I am here to read for you on this fine Tuesday, August 22nd. It's raining outside, and it doesn't rain here very often, at least as far as I remember, having lived in California for a good portion of my life. So I'm really excited for that. I have the tarot in my hands ready to go, and I'm feeling drawn to just do a past, present, and future spread. We can do 5 cards and just see how it goes. 8 of Wands. So something in the past, the moon, something you intuited or that has been hidden from you, quickly coming in. Maybe you've had dreams, intuitive messages, or even waiting on some sort of like divine inspiration, and it's come to you in dreams. The Magician reversed. You may not quite be prepared or feel like you're prepared or like you have all the tools you need, but you do, and part of having the tools that you need is just this energy of like what I'm getting in this reading is like taking it step by step. So what I'm seeing in this spread, major arcanas rather, 8 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. Talks about bringing in a firm foundation for your pentacles, especially a firm spiritual foundation in terms of this is a stonemason who's built a church, but also he's listening, a stonemason rather, and he's listening to or overhearing a conversation that he's imparting to these people here. This message can also indicate royalty. It can indicate aristocracy or the court, like in terms of a medieval court. With the 5 of Wands indicates a need to be a little bit playful in your energy of establishing this Pentacles. Like you might be taking it quite seriously. Of Wands, there's contenders. There's people who are maybe contending for like recognition in what it is that you do, but they don't have swords. They're not trying to like lop each other's heads off. So there's something about like playful competition or like healthy competition. What else? What is this Magician reversed here for Scorpio? This has come out in like every reading we've done for maybe the last week. And then the 5 of Cups has been a pretty regular one also. You have 5, 5, 8, and then the infinity symbol here. 18 and 14. So you might be seeing 888, 555, and 2s and 4s is what I'm hearing. You had 10 of Cups, that's awesome. The emotional fulfillment. The pot of gold at the end of the rainbow is what the 10 of Cups speaks about. Yeah, okay. And the 6 of Swords in reverse. So but you may have left a situation and started over from scratch completely, and what you're learning about that situation is that maybe you have more to start with than you initially believed. And this has to do with not just like the clothes on your back, but your ability to think, your ability to intuit, and having the tools that you need to manifest. So there's something that about your situation that this Five of Cups is indicating, that you weren't seeing your own gifts. And it's not like you were refusing to see the good in front of you, although that may have been like a challenge in the past. It's really, what I'm intuiting is that you haven't been in the past like confident in yourself or feeling like you were good enough. And yesterday's reading and the one before talked about just knowing you're loved and feeling like appreciated and being able to appreciate your own gifts. So that's something that is maybe, I think, one of the harder lessons to encounter in our spiritual awakenings, or even just in life in general, just being able to have self-love. I think the meaning of this Page of Swords, intuitively, I feel like he indicates messages and a fresh start to being able to like use your mind or wield your mind, like using your thoughts to be able to manifest, or using your thoughts to direct from negative to positive thinking by like being in the moment, which I guess makes sense for his literal meaning, which is authority, overseeing, secret service, vigilance, spying, examination, and the qualities thereto belonging. If only because you have like gained authority over your thoughts. You're in your like witness consciousness, and your witness consciousness is acting like a spy or like a sort of secret service. Like it's the witness consciousness behind your ego thoughts, like watching your monkey mind basically wanting to go crazy, and then you taking the initiative to like take a deep breath, know that you have the tools, and then discipline your mind to take these thoughts and create like a healthier mindset. So you're in a space of having a healthier mindset and being able to intuit what that is. And I think these two cups on this Five of Cups card is telling me right now that you have emotionally like a good start. Like you might have had 10 cups before, but those 10 cups were, I don't know, poisoned or something, and you've had to drain them all, but you have like 2 good ones left. I'm just getting like whatever you had before, as far as your cups went, like it wasn't, it might have looked like more on the surface, but it wasn't like going to nourish you. So this vigilance in your mind, in your thoughts, your ability to witness your thoughts occurring and then change them sort of 180 in as they're playing out, which is I think also why this Magician is reversed, is you're being encouraged maybe to like literally 180 your negative thoughts. This is going to be your safety, indicated by the red color, and your heart healing indicated by green. His arms have this yellow color for your will chakra, so you're using your willpower, you're using the initiative to heal your heart, and you're safely in your authority over your thoughts. And maybe there was something influencing your thoughts before also, if the Five of Cups is here, indicating perhaps a like overindulgence in either like a sense of loss, a sense of betrayal, poverty, addiction. All of those things are sort of coming up, like an overindulgence in bemoaning that situation, which isn't, I don't think, doesn't seem to come through as a very kindly message, just because if you need to take time to heal, you need to take time to heal, whatever that is for you. It's different for everybody. And I think it's kind of silly to expect that everybody can heal from a situation like on paper in a certain amount of time. Like maybe you were judging yourself for taking the time to heal, is what I'm hearing, and maybe you thought you needed to heal more quickly, but we need to take as much time as we need to take. Healing is like, it's more difficult than falling apart. At least in terms of like you're needing to put things back together and use your mind and intention. Anyway, what I'm seeing now is a sense of playful competition, and this might be playful competition just in the way that you wield your thoughts. It might be playful competition in the way that you are expressing your creative passions. Like maybe you have, maybe you want to write, or maybe you want to draw, or maybe you want to be, I'm hearing like digital artist, and there's, you know, like AI creates digital art, and I've heard that it's like kind of upset some artists, but it's not like there being AI art negates the value of a person hand drawing something. Maybe you can, you know, record yourself hand drawing, and that can be put to music or something. I don't know why that's what I'm hearing, but that's what I'm hearing. Temperance and the 10 of Cups. The alchemy angel. It's the energy of taking whatever bothered you in these like 2 cups, like basically picking up these 2 cups in the 5 of Cups here, and being able to transmute that into like your roadblocks, into your stepping stones. It's also standing in both worlds, the physical and the spiritual, or the astral, and the creative. The High Priestess and the Hangman. Ooh. Or the Hermit. I'm sorry, not the Hanged Man, the Hermit. So your ability to alchemize is like on fire right now. I don't even know what to say. You have the Magician, the Hermit, Temperance, and the High Priestess with the Moon. Like your intuition is super, super peaked. You're able to divine messages. Maybe like writing is important. She has the Torah here in between these 2 pillars, Boaz and Yakin. I don't know if that's how you say them, but these are the 3 fundamental pillars of like material existence in the Rosicrucian tradition, which we talked a little bit about yesterday, indicating that this is like mercy and severity, and she walks the line in between by being humble, like understanding that she's receiving messages from both sides, and her job as like a human being as this 3rd pillar is to temper the messages or the weight of severity and mercy. And she does this by intuiting messages from the underworld. The pomegranates and the veil here indicate the fruit of the dead, as in the myth or legend of Persephone. She ate a pomegranate seed in the underworld, which is why she couldn't return from her visit with Hades, or after he had kidnapped her. In any case, she's able to divine messages from the underworld and from the spirits of good and evil. And she sits in this like divine center as the intermediary of these forces, and she's able to write down the law of the land through intuiting this. And this intuition comes as well from, she's wearing, I think in the old tarot tradition, she was called the Papess, or the female pope. This crown kind of, it indicates like the crown of Hathor. And then the moon here is like her affiliation with intuition, or the moon, and also like feminine receptivity. So you may be being encouraged to be in like an ultra receptive space right now. Card 2, as in Gemini, you might be a Gemini crosswatcher, I want to say, or like have Gemini in your chart. You might be dealing with a Gemini. That's just coming through with this 2. Or you might have like a twin, like an actual twin, or like a twin flame, if that's something that you believe in, that's helping you get these messages intuited, or that you're working with to intuit these messages. I also think that her coming out with the Hermit, the High Priestess and the Hermit, indicates some sort of like twin being dynamic. The twin beings are like a really prominent, what do you call it, archetype in, like, I want to say Joseph Campbell's Journey of the Hero, and the idea of the collective unconscious, and then Carl Jung's archetypes, which is what Joseph Campbell based his Journey of the Hero mythology off of. So for some reason that's coming through, like twin beings, maybe reading about twin beings is something that you're interested in, or yeah, overcoming duality is something that came up in our readings yesterday. Or maybe you have twin beings like dwelling inside of you. You have two sides or something. And you've learned how to like negotiate them. I don't know why that's coming through for somebody. But the Hermit here saying like this spiritual, you've achieved, and your ability to stand alone on your own 2 feet through the depths of winter, your ability to like transmute your loneliness into aloneness, or I've even heard it called at oneness. That sort of, I'm getting dark night of the soul is to you like this gift of the 10 of Cups, or it's transitioning you into the 10 of Cups. To mention for this High Priestess, Isis, the crown of Isis and Hathor, you might be interested in learning or practicing a kind of divination called scrying, where you just have a bowl, a reflective bowl. You can even use, I have like a abalone shell. You can use something that's like shiny, and put water in it, and then you can sit with a candle either in the bowl and the water around it, or a candle nearby, just something like to let you focus on the water or see the reflections on the water, and practice like scrying and seeing what kind of messages you get and writing them down. This card speaks to me about scried messages specifically. And then the Hermit has like this snow all underneath him, which means, I think in this context, and the water melted here with Temperance, like there's something about water with the moon that's coming through. Drink lots of water, but also picture your body is 90% water. That's what I'm hearing. Like this has been talking about sound healing, this 3 of Pentacles, and then there's a lot of water, and then some fire here, and then thoughts are air. These people are on water. What I'm hearing is picture your body is 90% water. The words that you speak, the sounds you hear, the things you vibrate into existence are literally like giving memory to the water of your cells. That's what's coming through in this reading. And this is letting you manifest. This is why I think we have 10 of Cups. It's not Pentacles. It's like your actual emotional state, but also like your water, like, and is what's changing. You're like leveling up your vibration, and which you're intuiting from this spiritual alignment to like temper, I think, the intensity of the heat of that vibration rising. There's Scorpio in this reading. That's so interesting. Strength reversed. Vulnerability coming out again. Something that came through And an oracle card yesterday that is speaking to me here is feeling your pain, really acknowledging that you've been in pain, or the pain that you felt, and not writing that off as something that's just something everyone goes through, but really acknowledging like you went through that in order to gain your gifts. This was your pain that you've experienced is a gift, and to give thanks for that so that you can lay it to rest in an essence of forgiveness for yourself or whoever may have put you through that, so that you can move on and like raise your vibration. And you're even being encouraged to speak that into existence. You have the Queen of Cups, so she's super empathetic, and so, oh my gosh, and the Empress, like super female, intuitive, divine feminine energy. We have Strength, the Empress, the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess, Temperance Angel, and the Moon. Be a feminine energy who has been not supported in your divine feminine energy by your inner masculine, that is your thoughts, and you're learning to do that. You're learning to like train whatever internalized sort of like, I don't know, maybe patriarchal aggressions. Not that everybody has internalized those. I think a lot of people have experienced different things. I'm hearing internalized patriarchal aggressions specifically in the form of thoughts. Like those are being 180'd with your magician's tools and sort of balancing the scales so that your internal divine feminine can be fully expressed without the shame of like, what I'm hearing is like when a woman starts her period when she's younger for the first time, it's like sort of a shameful feeling, or at least used to be, and maybe that's like becoming normalized. This card wanted to come out too. Oh my god, it's the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so I think that's confirmation. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. This is really fully embracing your divine feminine, your emotional vulnerability, your intuition, your ability to hear others out with compassion and hear yourself with compassion. Hear like, this is what I've been through, and not judge yourself for that, or this is what someone else put me through, and forgive them because they taught you the lessons that are bringing you into who you are now. And that person is beautiful and loved and fertile and full of like magic and capable of creating this Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles through this like divine intuition and this ability to be alone and at one and at peace and vulnerable, but like strong through your vulnerability. This is a super powerful reading. There's a full moon coming up at the end of this month. It's a blue moon, and I've heard this message the last couple days, but I think it will be a really great moon if you wanted to practice that scrying ritual, to take your scrying ritual outside under the full moon and focus on what this Ten of Cups or Ten of Pentacles means to you, and focus on taking all of that painful past energy, betrayal, like leaving with nothing but the clothes on your back, and kind of this sense of feeling emptied or lost, and turning that into the energy of this Hermit, High Priestess, Temperance Angel, Empress, Strength, Queen of Cups, like emotionally stable, emotionally balanced, fully present, like fully fertile, healed person. This is today. I'm really stoked for you. This is awesome. This is like one of the best readings I think I've ever done for anyone. This is super, I just keep hearing super. I don't know. I don't even use that word regularly as far as I know. I just feel really good about this reading. This is amazing. No matter where you go, there you are. Love yourself. This is the freaking sun. This is your happiness. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, the sun, the Empress. Like, I don't even know what else to say about this reading. I think I'm just gonna like... That's it. That's whatever's coming for you, Scorpio. You just like... loved, you're happy. What? Like... Okay. Awesome. I'm so excited for you. I've never seen a spread like this in my freaking life. Like, look at the rest. Look at how much of this deck is left. Like, I don't even know how you pulled all of these cards. That's incredible. I'm like flabbergasted. Sorry. I'm going to take all of these major arcana cards here all together. Pentacles. Sun, and like literally just the forces of nature working with you here. And we're just gonna pull an oracle card. I like don't even know what to say about that. That was an awesome reading. Okay. Spirit, what can we say about the overall like energies of this reading? They're so happy. What can we get something maybe grounded for Scorpio to the sacrifice? Okay, so this is literally what we were talking about. The sacrifice reverse is saying that whatever you've been through also... Oh, it's a butterfly transformation. Okay. Whatever you've been through, offer it up. You have 4-4 there. Offer it up as an intentional sacrifice for your healing. There's a book called Healing the Soul Wound by Eduardo Duran, and it's about healing in psychology through an indigenous perspective. And one of the things he mentions in that book is like the concept of a blood sacrifice, which was like, in the context that he was talking about, it was somebody who had been in war. He had PTSD and he'd lost a hand in the war, and he counseled the man he was talking to offer up the hand he'd lost to the spirit of depression and suicide, which is what that man was experiencing in that book, and to ask for the lessons from the spirits of those like energies. None of you are experiencing anything like that, and if you are, this is a tarot channel. I am not a professional, and I would encourage you to seek professional guidance. This is telling me that this reading has really good energy, and whatever you've been through, it's like you've come through with the mental tools to be able to overcome that, and you're being asked to intend to the spirit of that pain, whatever it is. Take my sacrifice of the pain I've been through. Take the pain I've been through as a sacrifice and give me the lessons that you intended for me to learn. And this is really looking at things that have energetic vibrations as things that are spirits. Like if you experience happiness, there's a spirit of happiness. If you drink coffee, there's a spirit of coffee. If you drink water, there's a spirit of water. If you feel anger, the spirit of anger. So whatever it is that you've been through, offer up the energy intentionally to that spirit and say, please, spirit of such and so and whatever, please take this thing that I've been through as a sacrifice and offer me the lessons so that I can move on. And with the High Priestess in your cards here, I'm also getting that this may very well be like generational, so intergenerational trauma. So you can also offer up the pain that your ancestors have experienced, or the things that your ancestors have been through and passed on to you. And you can say, spirit of whatever, please take the lessons, or please take the things that my ancestors and I have been through to learn this lesson, as our collective sacrifice, and please give to me the lesson that you intended for us to learn so that we can end this cycle out. Okay. I think that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here, and I really appreciate you for the time, for your energy. If you want to book a personal reading, you can do that on Etsy. So that's it. That's all I have for today. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Love and light.